All right, ladies and gentlemen, mic check 1 2 1 2. Can y'all hear me? Hope y'all can hear me. Good. Take these headphones off, make sure everything was playing well or playing right. All right, y'all. Welcome to week 6 of Pizzles Picks. I'm, of course, your host, Don P. Man. Thank you guys for y'all continued support of this. I greatly appreciate it. Make sure y'all are jamming that like button. Make sure y'all jamming that subscribe button on YouTube and on Spotify. And if y'all are watching this on Facebook, share it out. Get those views up, man. Y'all know what I'm trying to do. I explained to y'all what I was trying to do either last week or a couple of weeks ago. But thank y'all for the support, man. I greatly appreciate it. Y'all know how we do it here at Pizzles Picks, man. We make picks, we get games, and we make picks. So without further ado, let me get my shit together. Without further ado, I bring y'all Pizzles Picks. This is week 6. We are in week 6 of college football and week 5 of the NFL. Y'all know how we do it here, man. We're going to start with the college picks, man. Saturday at noon, the Pitt Panthers travel to take on the North Carolina Tar Heels in an ACC battle. Pitt has been a pleasant surprise this year. And they're not ranked. They're undefeated. And North Carolina has lost their last 2 games. They gave up a 70 shot to James Madison, and they lost to arch rival Duke last week. Pitt's been balling. So I'm gonna go with Pitt on the road here. Mac Brown, I am really gonna call my shot here, or I'm going to call my shot here and say that this is gonna be Mac Brown's last year coaching at North Carolina or anywhere for that matter. I think he's going to retire after this year. That's just my opinion. Coming up next, Saturday at noon, we got Boston College traveling to take on the Virginia Cavaliers. Boston College is another team that Bill O'Brien has those guys together. Castellano has been playing ball. He was out last week. He may or may not play this week. I don't think it matters. They're a better team than Virginia. I got Boston College here for the dub and another battle in the ACC. Saturday at high noon, number 9 ranked Missouri Tigers travel to take on the Texas A&M Aggies in a SEC tilt. This is going to be a great ball game. Missouri is looking to keep climbing, and Missouri is fighting for a playoff spot. They dropped in the rankings a little bit after their game after the game a couple of weeks ago. But they remain undefeated. They are a good team. They have one of the best wide receivers in the country. I'm gonna go Mizzou here to continue their winning ways as they navigate through the SEC, as their schedule is going to get tougher going into the rest of the year and going through the SEC. Saturday, 4 p.m., the West Virginia Mountaineers travel to Stillwater to take on the Oklahoma State Cowboys. I got Oklahoma State winning this game. I think Mike Gundy gets his guys together, and I think they get the dub here. I think they pulled the dub off here. I think that's going to be a high scoring affair there. Saturday, 4 p.m., Big Ten action. We got the undefeated Rutgers Scarlet Knights traveling to Lincoln to take on the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Give me Nebraska here. I think they're going to be the better team. I think this is going to be another pretty good game. It's going to be a 1-score game. I got Nebraska winning that one. Saturday, 7:30 in a rematch of the College Football Playoff Championship, which is now a Big Ten matchup. The number 10 ranked Michigan Wolverines travel out to Seattle to take on the Washington Huskies. Give me Michigan here. I'll take Michigan. I think after the Texas loss, Michigan, like their schedule is, I I think they have Oregon on their schedule. I think, Ohio State, like it'd be smooth sailing for them from here. Um, if they keep winning and they beat everybody, they could squeak into the playoff. Over Washington. Washington is not a good team this year. They don't look good. New coach, new quarterback, just like everything darn near brand new there. So give me Michigan on the road in their first Big Ten game going this far out west. Saturday at 7:45, the University of Central Florida, UCF, travels to Gainesville to take on the Florida Gators. This is the pick'em, probably the pick'em game of the week as far as Pizzles Picks goes. I think it's going to be a good game. I got Florida picking up a dub here. It's a gut feeling. With these pick'em games, you never know. With college football, you never know. Like it's a crapshoot. Like it's a pick'em. It's 50-50 according to the ESPN app. This is a 50-50 game. Like half the people are picking UCF and the other half of the people are picking Florida. I'm going to go with the Gators here. Y'all know how I feel about the Gators. I really don't care for them, but I don't do homer stuff here. Like if I'm not absolutely sure, I just think Florida gets this win. UCF didn't look good against Colorado last week, so give me the Gators here. Saturday, prime time, 8 o'clock, the Duke Blue Devils, 5-0, surprising 5-0, travel to Atlanta to take on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Give me Duke here to remain undefeated. Duke is a surprise team in the ACC, but we still got, well, not really a long way to go. Like this is approaching the halfway point of the season and getting close to that college football playoff rankings to see where everybody stands through, however many games. I think they do it at week 7, week 8, somewhere in there. They might do it this week. Who knows? But I got Duke. And here we go. Moving on. Saturday night, 10:30. The number 8 ranked Miami Hurricanes travel out west to take on brand new ACC opponent, the California Golden Bears. Miami had a hell of a game last week. And had it not been for the Georgia and Alabama game, they would have had the game of the week. It was a tough game. It was a game that Miami needed. Y'all know how I feel about my Hurricanes. I don't do homer talk very much, but I am a huge Miami Hurricanes fan. I've always been a huge Miami Hurricane fan. And I think they continue their winning ways by going out to Cal and picking up the dub over a 3-1 Cal team. And finally, at 11 p.m., Big 12 tilt. The Texas Tech Red Raiders travel to take on the Arizona Wildcats. I am going to go with Arizona here. And I think this is going to be a high-scoring game in the 30s, maybe in the 40s. One of these teams is going to put up a 40-burger, like whoever wins. But I'm going to go with Arizona to take the win here. So to recap the college picks, we got Pitt over North Carolina. We got Boston College over Virginia. I got Mizzou on the road over Texas A&M. Oklahoma State over West Virginia. Nebraska over Rutgers. Michigan over Washington. Florida over Central Florida. Duke over Georgia Tech. Miami over Cal. And Arizona over Texas Tech. And make sure you guys tune in to Club Pizzle at 8 p.m. as I give you guys my Heisman list. I have a top 10 Heisman list of guys. There's no particular order that I have them in. I'm just I just have a top 10 list. So you guys have to just be ready. 8 p.m. is going down. All right, moving on. Let's get to the NFL. We are in week 5 of the NFL season. Let's start with tonight. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 8:15. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers travel to Atlanta to take on the Atlanta Falcons in an AFC battle. Tampa Bay at 3-1, Atlanta at 2-2, a disappointing 2-2, if you ask me. I got Tampa here. Baker Mayfield has been playing well. He had the one bad game, but Baker Mayfield has been playing very well. I know people in Cleveland don't want to hear that, but Cleveland, it is what it is. Baker is out there baking. Sunday morning, 9:30, the London games. How about that? We get to wake up on a Sunday morning to football. So we got a whole day of football. We got 12, 15 hours, 14 hours, 14, 15 hours of football, y'all. Get excited. The New York Jets take on the Minnesota Vikings. I'm going to go with the Jets here. I think the Jets give the Vikings their first loss of the season. Aaron Rodgers, I think they get it together here. This is really a road game for both teams. So, and eventually this Vikings magic has to come to a close. I think this Sunday in London, that happens. All right, let's get to these 1:00 games. Carolina Panthers travel to take on the Chicago Bears. I'm going to go with the Bears at home. I think Caleb Williams is finally starting to figure it out. Like those first 4 games with some rookies, it's a learning experience. You're learning your timing. You're trying to figure things out. You're trying to get things down. You're trying to learn your receivers. You're trying to learn your playbook. You're trying to learn your plays. I get Chicago. I got Chicago here. And Carolina is just not a good team. The Baltimore Ravens travel to take on the Cincinnati Bengals in an AFC North game. These games can go either way because the AFC North, all of these teams are built to beat up on each other. But I got Baltimore winning here, especially coming off of that big win over the Buffalo Bills last Sunday night. And Lamar Jackson, the Bengals gonna bungle. I mean, it is what it is. It's just not happening for them. It's just not happening. Sorry, not sorry. The Miami Dolphins travel to take on the New England Patriots. The Dolphins are so disappointing. This is such a disappointing season for them. No Tua, Tyreek Hill struggling, Jalen Waddle struggling. The whole darn team is struggling. They lost Jalen Phillips for the season. And Snoop Huntley's not getting the job done. I'm going to just take New England at home. Both of these teams are so bad. Like, this is a bad matchup. And I feel bad for the people in the Miami area and the people in the New England viewing area who are stuck watching this game at 1:00. Just watch Red Zone and just not even think about it. The Cleveland Browns travel to take on the Washington Commanders. Listen, as a Browns fan, I am at a boiling point with them. I know it's the first 4 games of the season. It's a lot of injuries, new playbook, new offensive line. The defense isn't playing as well as it should be playing. And coming off of such a bad loss, an embarrassing loss, in which I will be speaking about here at 8:00 on Club Pizzle. I'm going to take the Washington Commanders to win this game. The Browns need to show me that they can win games. Until they show me, I'm not going to pick them. Sorry, not sorry. In an AFC South battle, the Indianapolis Colts travel to Jacksonville to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. For some reason, Jacksonville has Indianapolis's number. I don't think that's the case now. The Jaguars fall to 0-5. I got Indy winning this one on the road. The Buffalo Bills, coming off of that bad loss against the Baltimore Ravens, travel to Houston to take on the Texans. I am going to go with the Buffalo Bills to get the win here. I think this is going to be a good game here. Josh Allen against C.J. Stroud, those two explosive offenses. Look for Stephon Diggs to try to show out against his former team. I got Buffalo. 4:05. The 4 o'clock games, the late games. The Las Vegas Raiders travel to take on the Denver Broncos. Both of these teams are 2-2. Pleasantly surprising. The Denver Broncos defense is a whole lot better than I thought it was. And I am going to go with the Broncos to win this game. I was initially going to pick the Raiders to win it, but I think Denver's defense played very, very well against the Jets and hold that high-powered Jets or just holding Aaron Rodgers and those guys to nothing, and they didn't score. I just think their stingy defense. The Raiders, who knows if Devontae Adams is going to play? Who knows if Max Crosby is going to play? I got Denver here. The Arizona Cardinals travel to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Even with all of the injuries that the 49ers have, I'm going to take the 49ers here. I don't think the Cardinals are that good of a team, and they could use more pieces and extra pieces. They could use better defense. 4:25, the Green Bay Packers travel to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Jordan Love is back. So I'm looking for the Green Bay Packers to win this game. Even though the Rams do play better at home than they do on the road. And Matt Stafford is still Matt Stafford, even without his two top receivers, Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp. I don't think it matters. I got Green Bay winning that game. The New York Giants travel to take on the Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks are a lot better than I thought, and the Giants just aren't that good. Yes, they beat my Cleveland Browns, but they're not good. I got Seattle winning that game. In the night game, Sunday at 8:20, the Dallas Cowboys travel to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers in the battle of the two most annoying fan bases in the NFL. I'm going to take the Dallas Cowboys to win this game. I got them. No rhyme or reason for it. I'm just going to pick the Cowboys to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. And on Monday night, the New Orleans Saints travel to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Come on, man. Y'all know the vibes. I am not picking against that man, number 15, Patrick LaVon Mahomes II. Give me Kansas City to go to 5-0. So to recap, I got Tampa Bay over Atlanta, the New York Jets over Minnesota, Chicago over Carolina, Baltimore over Cincinnati, New England over Miami, Washington over Cleveland, Indianapolis over Jacksonville, Buffalo over Houston, Denver over Vegas, San Francisco over Arizona, Green Bay over the Los Angeles Rams, the Seattle Seahawks over the New York Giants, the Dallas Cowboys, Dallas over Pittsburgh, and Kansas City over New Orleans. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Pizzles Picks. Make sure you guys tune in at 8 p.m. as I bring to you Club Pizzle. I'm going to be talking Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Cavaliers opened up camp this week, and I have my 10 guys to watch on the Heisman list since we are 6 weeks into the college football season. So until then, I will see you guys at 8. This is Pizzles Picks. Peace out.